Hello everybody, welcome again. So had a bit of an internet issue and I did a quick video before I had to restart this other stream. But basically I had a bit of an internet issue which I believe is being caused by OBS, so that's something I'm going to be looking into hopefully in the near future. But with that said, go back into the cockpit because it's very loud outside. So I've sort of chopped the stream into two, so there's part one and part two. So this is part two of the stream, and this is the return flight from Gabon, which is the ET or Ethiopian Airlines flight 955, I believe, or 995. I think it's 955. So yeah, had a bit of an issue. So what I'm doing now is just going to redo, basically continue on with this with the final phase of the flight, which is flight heading to, I believe, to Addis Ababa. Yeah, so that's pretty much it for now. Kind of just gonna enjoy the sunset a bit because I had to change the time just to sort of cheat. Because really, the real life time flight is roughly about usually arrives at about 8 p.m. So well into the evening. But with that, we are just going to continue on as flight, and we get there when I get there, I suppose. Just as long as you get there when it's still nearly dark. So I'm gonna have to change some lighting in the cockpit here because it is, like I said, getting a little bit dark. But yeah, so I hope you enjoy the rest of the flight. I'm gonna continue with the time compression, which I think I already have. Let's have a dig. Yeah, so I'm going to continue on with the time compression, and we'll pop back in when we're about 80 nautical miles out from the our destination. So hope you enjoy the rest of this well, twilight, I suppose, and I'll see you all in a bit.
Loose Raptor Bravo 4 Lima Golf Heavy. Addis Ababa Center. Loose Raptor Bravo 4 Lima Golf Heavy is at flight level tree 90, descending flight level tree 70.
Okay, so we are now just about less than 60 nautical miles out, which is about 2 or so minutes from our top of descent. So let's get this aircraft prepared for arrival. Alright, so I've set the well, I've set up the most of the initial part, which is going to be the platform altitude. Ground altitude is going to be 14,000 feet, I believe. We're some strain on memory at the moment, but we'll have to do is just click down here actually, and just have a look, as you can see. Yeah, 15,000 feet or 14,500 feet is the ground altitude. 500 feet is usually for the lighter aircrafts, the slightly larger aircrafts, for the medium to heavy and jumbo and super jumbo. Sort of keep in the thousands, so basically like, you know, 9,000, 6,000, that kind of thing. So yeah, I think that's it. But then again, Addis Ababa is a strange little airport there. We have it's so high up. It's, I think airport altitude is 7,600 feet. So that's that doesn't give us a lot of time to slow down once we get below 10,000 feet. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. So that's not something to worry too much about. But I've done all the landing calculations. I've put that into the brake to vacate, so that's been set. I'm going to set the dish to below. That's also been done as well, so that's good. I'm actually doing quite well. One thing I need to do is change the terrain and then add ID on this. So just have a quick look at the yeah, the terrain that we're going to be flying over. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Just a little bit of coasting now, and we should be, yeah, we should be starting our descent fairly soon. But with that said, just gonna continue just the rest of the flight at the moment, and just make sure that everything is nice and easy for us for arrival, because it's fairly dark outside, and yeah, it's dark in here as well. So let's just put lighting as accordingly, just to make sure that we are, where is it? There you go. So this is for the keyboards, professional keyboardy. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? It should be here somewhere. Oh yeah. Alright. So we've got some lighting for the keyboard. But yeah, we'll have to watch out for the lighting. So let's check. We can actually update the weather at the airport as well. So let me sort this out first. There we go. I've done the fixes, I believe. Yep, all the fixes are done, so that's good. We just need to add the weather for our arrival. Okay, so landing performance. I'm just going to copy that information to here. So 260, and winds at just 6 knots, which is pretty good. It's considered calm, to be honest. So it should be a nice landing. So 6 knot winds. Press enter. Temperature is going to be quite low, from 21 to 14. That's quite a lot. So 14 degrees Celsius. So really, it's getting the it's getting close to the icing yeah, the icing temperature. So 1026, and that's the QNH. Decision height is still 200 feet, so that's all good. And yeah, back onto the flight now. So let's about 20 nautical miles now, or less than 20 nautical miles. So should be starting. We should initiate our descent fairly soon. Right. So checklist. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it now? Let's go back to checklist. So checklist menu, there we go. Approach, you can fill some of this stuff in. Minimums, runway condition, auto brake set, and turn on the seatbelt signs. Also turn on the smoking signs, and I'll leave the electronic signs off on auto. And this checklist is complete for the approach. Next checklist is going to be the landing checklist. So we're nearly there. It's a bit more flying to do. The screens are very bright. Good job we've got the sort of control it manually, or just sort of like a universal, and that should be that. Increase someone here. It's about halfway. Do the same for all the center screens, so I can actually see what I'm doing. And that's pretty much it. So as you can see, there's a lot of high elevation around us, but that's not a problem. That's better than that's better than sorry, that's okay. You should be able to fly around it, not crash into any mountains. You know, it's dark outside, so there's a higher possibility of that. Alright, so just leave it at 80, so we've got a better view of everything. So alright, on our way now, we're nearly there. Beautiful, but we can't see anything, which is quite a shame. There's not that many cities. I can see the roads and stuff, but nothing much. Just beautiful lights, aircraft lights. So let's just make sure that time compression is being turned off. So options. Yep, off. That's good. Okay, day. Okay, we can now start initiate that descent. Left a little bit too late, but that's not a problem. I'll let the well, pilot this time handle the radio, as always, because I've not done the radios in a while. Now, one thing I always complain about, or I'm sad about anyway, from that was not carried over from Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020, is that you can't the options usually have they had the options in here, which is basically controlling who handles the flight, who handles the communication and that kind of thing. So if it's automated, or if you handle ITC yourself. So that's been moved into the settings option, which is another step again. But they had an option where you can actually have the other pilot fly the flight. So from taxi to takeoff, to cruise, to landing, all that done, and you're basically just a passenger. I love that feature in Microsoft 2020. I don't know if they still have it still. It's been a while since I've been in 2020. I don't think I've come back to 2020 in a while. But yeah, it's a sad thing that that was something that was removed from, especially from this drop-down menu here. But yeah, anyway, I suppose there's a reason why. I'm hoping the reason is to give us more frames, but it seems like it's just a feature that really would have been really interesting to have carried over to 2024. But anyway, that's something lost. We'll see how it goes. I don't know if someone will probably bring it, someone will probably request it. But anyway, so I'm going to swap everything back now and have the center screen with what I need, and this screen, which I do need to reduce it quite a lot. And let's get rid of the tray tables and the foot guard as well. So we're just descending now at 30,000 feet, 33,000 feet, and we're going to be descending for a fair bit of time. So hopefully we've requested. Please expedite. Okay, so it's just hand this over to another to another ATC region. But yeah, the flight is going to be fairly straightforward. We're going to fly past the airport, turn around, come into line, runway 25 left. So that's just a quick briefing that we need to go through. But everything else seems to be good. Weather seems to be good. We've got some headwinds at the moment. We're just 30 knot headwinds, so we'll slow this down just a bit, but it's not much of a problem really. Everything seems to be good. Don't have to worry about anything. We do have this this little warning here, but I've it's landing gear gravity extension. So basically, just open the door and let the landing gear drop on its own, just by its own weight, assisted by gravity. So I don't know why that is a caution that's gone. It's a non-normal, but anyway, I'm curious about why, what caused that. But it's not affecting the aircraft. It's not affecting the flight. We can continue flying with it. We just have to pay attention when we are dropping the landing gear for landing.
Addis Ababa Center. Loose Raptor Bravo 4 Lima Golf Heavy is type. Tree 4 miles west of Hotel Alpha Juliet 1 Kilo. Flight level 295. Request flight following. Squawk 216 tree. Loose Raptor Bravo 4 Lima Golf Heavy.
We are just at 23,000 feet, and we are going to be coming into the 20 nautical mile ring around the airport. So we're going to go. It's quite a long approach into Ball, so we've got to settle in for a bit. But yeah, it's a bit of flying yet. Flying past the airport, so we'll get a good view of Addis Ababa, which I believe that is Addis Ababa, with the roads leading to it, and the airport's just around about there. So which runway are they? 25 left, so let's ask. Yeah, that's right, so that's fine, that's fine. Close.
Descend and maintain 13,000 feet. Expect Zulu runway 25 left approach via AB 1.
There we go, so we're getting our landing clearance, our approach clearance, which is really good.
Bravo 4 Lima Golf Heavy. Addis Ababa Center. Loose Raptor Bravo 4 Lima Golf Heavy would like to change destination to Bol.
We're going to reduce the lighting a bit to allow us to be able to see see properly in the dark. There's airport there. and we're at 25,000 feet. So yeah, yeah, it's just quite high. It's a very high altitude airport. So yeah.
Addis Ababa Center. Loose Raptor Bravo 4 Lima Golf Heavy would like to change destination to Bol.
By the looks of it, we will be centered. Well, the glide slope will be centered actually at around about 10 nautical miles out. So just at the point as we're dropping the landing gear for landing.
Lima Golf Heavy cleared to Bol Airport as filed. Squawk 216 tree.
So, running condition, probably say dry. Don't think there's any adverse weather. So, dry, yeah, we accept that. That seems okay. Oh, is the airport should be there. So just flying past the airport now. And that's Addis Ababa.
Flight level 370. Loose Raptor Bravo 4 Lima Golf Heavy. Addis Ababa Center. Loose Raptor Bravo 4 Lima Golf Heavy would like to change destination to Bol.
Alright, so this is our path now. We're on the plates. So just gonna follow all that around, coming into land. Alright, 21,000 feet. Nice looking lighting here from the airport. Terminal lights. Beautiful. Beautiful. Yeah, passengers can actually see it already. So we're about 12,000 feet above sea level, above ground. Sorry, above sea level actually, but above ground is probably better. Yeah, about 12. 12,000 feet above sea level. Aircraft's just flown past at the moment. You've seen it in the the lighting as it flew past us. All right, so we're nearly here. Not too far now. Alright, so let's have a look. So yeah, we're expected to exit the runway at B2, and then we'll taxi all the way to November or 15 North, which is the northern. Yeah, it's a weird one anyway. It's a very weird airport. I'm not gonna lie. Bol International Airport, so worth the experience though. So we should start slowing down fairly soon because we are quite low to the ground. So about 10,000 feet below to 10,000 feet close to the ground. So I'm gonna start a right turn soon. I just need to remember that we've got a runway to cross first, because last time I kind of backtracked on the other runway. So just have to be careful about that by this time round. Alright, so I'm gonna have to reduce the range a bit because we are losing a lot of information. Let's bring it down a bit. There we go. So I'm gonna start a right turn first, fairly soon. So I've got high elevation somewhere around here. Just gonna skim it as we turn right. Alright, here we go, right turn. I guess these are other cities nearby, other districts near Ball International. There we go, so second the inner right turn. I can now arm the localizer. What I could also do, seeing as we're now close enough, I'm going to change it to the runway information. So LS25 left Zulu, this one. So just give us a bit of information that we need, including decision height and where we need to be at what phase. We've also got a tracker as well of the aircraft. It's just a big aircraft, airplane there. So let's zoom in, not zoom out. Zoom in. There we go. We can use en route as well, but I prefer this. It seems to be a little bit better. So there we go. Final right turn. Should be about 80 nautical miles now. And we are following the constraints as well, so just make sure the glide slope is a little bit low at the moment. I don't want it there. I prefer it to be above, especially right about here. And really, we should start slowing down a bit. So what I'll do is what are the speed constraints? So I will select speed. Oh, okay, that's fine. So he's we're slowing down accordingly anyway. That's very good. I wasn't paying attention there for a sec. All right, so we're coming to flaps extension speeds. As you can see, we're sort of going a little bit diagonal before finally find the right turn. So flaps 1, speed check. Flaps 1. Can't see anything at the moment. It's still a bit too dark anyway. So pop back into the cockpit. Just make sure it's in first position. That's good. And then I'm going to reduce the range now. And I think we are a little bit too high. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to disconnect the autopilot. Select approach hold, go on altitude 14,000 feet, 15, so just to be and then I'm going to have to hand flight a little bit because we are way above the alright, and let's barometer set to the local, which is 1022, and we'll also turn on the landing lights, wheel nose lights, and also extend the flaps or the speed brakes. Drop the landing gear. Just gonna bring it up a bit because we are way below the glide slope. I'm getting some warnings. I'm just gonna ignore them for a bit. So there we go. As you can see, there we go. So alright, so we can now moving very fast over the ground, so it might have to be a go around, but alright, so flaps full. You can start to 5 nautical miles out. We've gone really fast. This is going to have to be a go around because there's just no way we're going to be able to slow down. bring.
Squawk 224.
Yeah, this is absolute. We're gonna have to go around for this one.
Pull up.
All right, we're gonna go around. Flaps up.
Loose Raptor Bravo
Oh, landing gear up.
Bell Tower. Loose Raptor Bravo 4 Lima Golf Heavy is 1 miles northeast, 8,200 feet with whiskey to land.
Bring the flaps up to flaps 1. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is bring the speed up to flaps 1. So one about 120. Actually, it needs to flaps 2 for the mere fact that alright, so I need to climb back up to 8,000 feet, and then now let's fix this issue, because we are going to have to yeah, we're gonna have to fix this now, so we're gonna have to avoid. Alright, autopilot 1. So so we're gonna go direct to, and we're gonna declare missed approach. So speed brakes are still extended. Pull them back in. Arm them. Alright. Acknowledge pattern entry. And let's now
25 left. Loose Raptor Bravo
parameter
4
set
Lima
to
Golf Heavy.
standard. Alright, so select flaps 2. Yeah, flaps 2. And then I'm gonna select 14,000 feet. And then let's now fix this go around. So telling us to go to AB117. Okay. Runway 25 left. ILS 25 left 7. I'm gonna go straight to via AB117, AB112. No, let's have a look. Might be AB112. Yeah, so I'm gonna go for AB112. Insert, accept. Alright, let's fix this up, because request station gone up. So we want to turn to AB530. Direct to so we're going to try that again, and hopefully we get to the altitude that we need to be by that point. So we're going to hold 14,000 feet for now. That'll keep us above any high elevation. just gonna take this right turn here. All right, so let's fix this. Let's see. Let's try this again. So hopefully we'll get the aircraft to the. By the way, I should have aborted it a long time ago. But anyway, we're gonna take the aircraft from the. Where is it? So I've got a checklist. Checklist complete already. So I've done all this. I don't know why it's checklist complete. Checklist complete. Approach checklist is also complete. And finally, the landing checklist is. Yeah, that's what's left now. So I'm going to pop back into my seat here. Okay, let's try again. I don't like doing go-arounds. This is a very rare occasion, but it is an option that sometimes is inevitable. So we've got a gap in the. It looks like we've got a gap in the flight plan. But I think I know what I did wrong. But that's something I'll have to double check again. So let's just make sure. Plan mode. Alright, so this is a slightly better, even though we're gonna have to kind of overshoot the center line again, but it's much better than the last approach, but that's fine. I'm happy with that. Let's center this again. So that's the airport there. To go past it again, but should have been landed already. But anyway, I think my problem is that I set the approach hold before we had done what we need to have done. But anyway, that's not a problem. Alright, just give me a sec, I'll be back in a sec. So let's sort this out again, because I think I've messed up a tad bit. Where are we? 240 ABB. ABB 550. ABB 550. So select to straight to ABB 530. So fix that now. Slightly better. Could have been better, but anyway. So that's it. That's the only thing I had to fix on that. So sort of fix on the fly. Yeah, I'll have that actually. I'll have it in arc. Alright, so second attempt. Beautiful view of the airport again. Take a picture for the gram. Alright, so back again to 9,800. Hopefully. So we will maintain 14,000 feet for a bit before we start to slow down again and descend to 9,800. I'm going to set the barometer a little bit early. What I can do is skip straight to AB113. So that's what we could do. But it will be very steep descent to that constraint, which is 10,000 feet, I believe. Yeah, AB1 is 11,000 feet. So a lot of mountains and hills around this airport, so I just have to be really careful. Wouldn't much prefer to start our descent, to be honest with you, but anyway, I'm going to go past a little bit past the that waypoint there, which is AB111 Addis Ababa, I'm guessing, 113, and then turn right. So steep descent, but it will get us below the glide stop, which is where we want to be. Or we can just follow the complete flight path, but at the moment, which is what I'm gonna. Which is probably the better option, to just complete the whole route. We are way behind schedule at the moment. Should be traveling a little bit faster, but I don't want to risk it at the moment. But I can skip this part. Reverse touch and go. Select another landing runway. No, so we'll keep it as is. Yeah, we'll keep it as is. I'd imagine the passengers are a bit restless at the moment, not happy at all. Alright, so we're nearly there. I'm going to start a right turn fairly soon. localizer, ALS has been ALS frequency has been picked up. We've got 2 diamonds, glide stop, and localizer. So we could arm the localizer. Alright, so the glide stop is rising now, and started the first right turn. I think it will be a continuous right turn. Destination EFB. So kind of use a little bit of the reserve fuel, which is what we're meant to be using it for. So that's what the destination EFB is for, expensive fuel aboard. So it's a little bit lower now. Alright, we should start descending again. There we go. See runway now. Very good visibility, and winds are actually quite favourable as well. Alright, so I should start the next right turn again. Alright, so go into performance page now. Actually, I need to have a look at this first. So we've got about 5.8 tons of fuel, which is okay. There we go. Alright, transition altitude. I can now set the okay.